Picture this. It's 1975 and the British film industry is in chaos. Big studios are struggling, low-budget flicks are thriving, and independent filmmakers are taking big swings. And then along comes Eskimo Nell, a movie about making a movie, where everything that can go wrong does. Enter Dennis Morrison, Michael Armstrong, an ambitious young director eager to make his mark.
I trust you're not one of these terrible purveyors of human corruption.
Oh no, Dennis is terribly artistic.
He teams up with Clive Potter, Terence Edmond, a producer with questionable judgment, and Harris Tweedle, Christopher Timothy, a screenwriter who still believes in art. Together, they land a gig with Benny U. Murdoch, played by the always brilliant Roy Kinnear, who chews every bit of scenery he can get his hands on. Murdoch, a hilariously shady producer, wants them to turn The Ballad of Eskimo Nell, a raunchy old poem, into a feature film.
The key part, of course, is Nell, and we want someone really sensational for this part, like Jane Fonda, Raquel Welch, Liza Minnelli, Gladys Armitage.
But here's the kicker. Every single investor wants a completely different kind of movie.
The first all-British Western.
One wants a classic Western, complete with cowboys and shootouts. Another insists it should be a wholesome family film, think Disney, but without the budget or common sense.
Exactly. What could be more wholesome than the Right Honourable Hermione Longhorn as Eskimo Nell?
Someone else demands a kung fu musical, because sure, why not? And then there's the backer who's expecting something, well, less appropriate for general audiences.
Who the hell is Gladys? Billy's her name. She's never acted before in her life.
The team scrambles to juggle all these wildly different expectations, hoping to somehow make everyone happy. And then Murdoch, their so-called producer, pulls a classic con move. He disappears with the money.
Apparently, no sooner was the money banked than he withdrew it and cleared off with Gladys.
Now, completely broke, Dennis, Clive, and Harris are left with only one option: make all of the films. That's right, they have to create 4 completely different versions of Eskimo Nell at the same time, on the same budget, using the same actors and crew, while pretending everything is going fine. The result? Total filmmaking mayhem. Scenes are shot twice, once as a serious Western, then again as a ridiculous musical. Actors are yanked between productions with no idea what they're supposed to be doing. The wholesome version and the risque version keep crossing wires, leading to some awkward moments. And somehow, against all odds, they actually finish. The cast is an absolute blast. Apart from Kinnear's standout performance as Murdoch, we get Christopher Biggins as the flamboyant Jeremy.
Is there going to be anybody famous in it?
Rosalind Knight as the hilariously prim and proper Lady Longhorn, and Katie Manning as Hermione, adding another layer of absurdity to the chaos. Diane Langton brings sharp comedic timing as Gladys Armitage.
Here, I can't remember all that lot.
Even future TV legend Stephanie Cole makes an appearance as a traffic warden, alongside Mary Millington in a blink and you miss it role. Now, let's talk about the production itself. Directed by Martin Campbell, yes, the Martin Campbell, who would later direct GoldenEye and Casino Royale, the film is packed with self-aware humour and sharp satire about the struggles of low-budget filmmaking. It was shot on a modest budget, but instead of trying to hide its limitations, Eskimo Nell leans into them, turning the behind-the-scenes chaos into part of the joke. When it hit theatres, the response was mixed. Some critics loved its playful, irreverent humour and behind-the-scenes satire, while others weren't sure what to make of a movie that bounced between genres like a pinball machine. But over time, it found an audience. Today, it's a cult classic, a time capsule of 1970s British cinema when filmmakers were willing to take huge risks and see what happened. At its core, Eskimo Nell is a love letter to filmmaking. The dream, the struggle, and the complete absurdity of trying to make a movie when nobody is on the same page. If you've ever wanted to direct a film, this one might inspire you, or convince you to pick a different career. So, what do you think? Is Eskimo Nell a forgotten gem, or a chaotic misfire? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird, wonderful world of cinema.
Shall I get it out now and show it to you?
Shall I put it up now?
No! Let me do it for you.